Germany permanently deploys troops in Lithuania to protect border, marking first German military base abroad since the Second World War.
Here's a summary of the article.
Germany and Lithuania have signed an agreement on the deployment of a permanent German brigade of about 4,800 soldiers near Lithuania's eastern border with Russia and Belarus, the defense ministries of the two NATO countries announced on December 18. Although the resin leakage would not necessarily have proved disastrous, according to a high-profile Bloomberg source in the International Atomic Energy Agency, it is just one incident in a series of problems at the Belarusian NPP. European officials told Bloomberg that the documents might also be the first evidence of the Belarus plant's labor shortages and supply chain problems. Individual sanctions on State Military Industrial Committee officials, First Deputy Head Alay Mishenko and Deputy State Secretary Alexander Rachmanov, the head of the International Military Cooperation Department of the Belarus Defense Ministry, Valery Ravenka, and a range of officers heading Belarusian training ranges and aviation bases. Following the 2020 fraudulent presidential elections in Belarus and the subsequent crackdown on civil society, the Belarusian Association of Journalists recorded 394 detentions of journalists on duty, with 62 detainees reporting violence and torture during their detention. In the final years of the Soviet Union, Statkovich developed a concept for reorganizing the Belarusian army that was implemented in the early days of independent Belarus. A Belarusian court has sentenced Alexandra Kasko, an activist detained upon her return from Poland to Belarus in early February, to 10 years in prison on the charges of engaging in extremist activities, insulting Belarusian dictator Alexander Lukashenko, and inciting hatred, the Vyasna Human Rights Center reported on December 19. Kasko's case is just another in a series of politically motivated prosecutions of activists for their participation in the 2020 protests, with the Belarusian Border Committee having 52 individuals detained at border checkpoints.
This post received a score of 3,900, with an upvote ratio of 97%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
This is actually positive that some of the European countries are starting to develop closer ties militarily without US involvement.
Yep, Ukraine has been a wake-up call for this, and also France's combined EU army plan.
Napoleon Bonaparte had a combined European army plan, but it crashed at B. Then Count Pi, R.R.P. Bejokov discovered Freemasonry and fell in love with the Princess Nada, Eros, v. In chapter 1347.
Getting the Holy Roman Empire band back together, I think.
The Polish-Livonian Commonwealth with brother J. B. K? ?
Needs more accents on their consonants. Fake Pole.
I am not Polska, but I do like the accents and the Piro. Don't be a.
I appreciate the dedication to the accent marks.
Please stop me before I accent again. ? I
got no issue with the accents, I just wish you brought some cute horsies with you.
Isn't there a German fighter wing stationed in the US for training pilots, in California?
Might be the difference between a unit being a tenant on an American base versus it being an autonomous German base. Fun fact, the Japanese have people stationed at Fort Bliss just outside El Paso. What a culture shock that must be.
The agreement between Germany and Lithuania provides for the permanent stationing of German soldiers in Lithuania, with residential complexes, schools, etc. No NATO country currently has soldiers permanently stationed east of Germany, not even the USA. So far these are all EFPs, where the soldiers rotate every 6 months.
Greater than no NATO country currently has soldiers permanently stationed east of Germany, not even the USA. The US 5th Corps Command has a permanent station at Camp Kosciuszko, Poznan, Poland. There's always about 10,000 US troops there.
Well, Germany and Russia are 1-1 in their best of 3. J.K. This is a good move overall.
The German army marches east again, but this time for the right reasons. I applaud multinational efforts. Yeah, the past predicts, but it's not fate. The only people who learn better than those told once, are those told twice.
Like seeing Terminator 2 and he's back, but this time he isn't the bad guy. Don't they have one in Djibouti already, or did they miss that theoretical boat?
Until 2021. It is a French base that France and Germany shared. Also, that was not really permanent, same as the ones in Kosovo, Somalia or Afghanistan.
Good. We need a regional superpower to help defend from a Russian attack because it would take time for America to get there in large numbers.
Least it ain't Poland.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.